Jada Emperor checking in once again. Y'all already know what time it is. How to know you're divine. I came up with my own definition off the top of my head of divine. To go within and take something out of. When it comes to being divine, and this is separate from being chosen. Chosen means you're called and you were chosen. Divine is more about individuality within yourself, similar to spirituality. Let me explain. When it comes to divine, you are a individual person, meaning if you were to spend the rest of your life alone, you would be fine with that because you've committed and sacrificed yourself to a better cause, a bigger picture, a bigger reason, something that is bigger than you. It could be religion, your practice, and whatever you do. You could be a reader, a fortune teller, seer, a tarot reader, a psychic. But you've committed to that. Therefore, you are divine. You're on this path alone. And basically, you signed up for this before you even came into this lifetime. Being that divine. You've committed yourself wholly and fully. You trust in that. And with you trusting in whatever you've committed yourself to, being that divine person, which is just that individual, that solo path, that commitment that you made, you're being fully guided. Some people like to call this their intuition. Some people like to call this God. It just depends. But when you're divine, you're being completely led by a internal source. That source that you're connected to, it's always leading you. It always gives you the answers. You may predict something in the future, and then in the future, you get confirmation that your prediction was right. And you may not even tell anyone about this prediction. But when it comes to the divine, this message was just for you, and it came out to be true. You get knowledge. You may not have all the answers all at once, but whenever a question is presented, you may get the answer instantly downloaded because you're connected to that source. Now, that source is internal. For some people, it may be external, like specifically if you're religion and you worship a cross or you put faith into materialistic things, that's fine. But the source that you're connected to, it's almost like you having your ear to the world. You're connected to the ethers. You hear all and see all. Because, again, you've been connected to a source that whenever you commit to this, in universe knows that you've committed to this, whatever this commitment may be for yourself. It's almost like an equal give and take, or as I mentioned, a sacrifice. Because you've done this, committed yourself fully and wholly, I will give you the knowledge that you may know, or I will guide you as you're on your path, and you will just trust in that with complete faith. You don't have to get any external opinions. It may not even make sense to others what you're doing, your plans, how you move. None of it may even make sense. It may not even make sense to you at times. But that's the thing about it. You have faith in whatever you believe in so much that you're being divinely guided. Seriously, you don't think at times. Sometimes you may want to be in a relationship. You may actually love the person. But the divine is saying, it's time to go. It's divine's timing. So it's time to wrap up a relationship. You may not want to move on. It's time to leave a job. You may not want to quit or get fired. It's time to leave family members behind. You may still love and care for them to the point to where you're holding yourself back. But when the divine says it's time to go, it's time to move, it's time to cut off, it's time to elevate, you just do it. You rip off the Band-Aid, even if it hurts, because you understand that feelings aside, emotions aside, pride to the side, there's a bigger picture, a bigger cause that I represent, and I'm just a part of it. I'm just an individual, and I've committed myself to this path to the point to where nothing can get in the way. I'm being divinely guided. I am a divine being. It's not saying you may not get lonely at times. You may get lonely, but again, your commitment outweighs the loneliness. You don't look at it like that. You are just an individual who wants to do what they're guided to do. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I may come back with a part 2 of this video. Y'all stay tuned. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.